Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Confidential here on another episode of There Will Be Trivia here on There Will Be Movies, and this is the Total Recall 2 turn. As you can see, my Royal Tenenbaums in the background. I just can do that and get rid of it. This is going to be an interesting one because Madeeh is someone who is a reoccurring person on the channel and just throughout my life, and Mark Menchaca is someone that I haven't personally met yet, but I've watched him a lot, and I know he knows his stuff, and he's definitely an entertaining person to watch on camera. So I'm definitely curious to see how he's going to bring this with the Total Recall concept of no prep. I know he likes that type of stuff, so let's see if he takes advantage of the fact that Madeeh is studying for finals, or let's see if Madeeh was actually studying for trivia this entire time.
Yeah, here I am again, doing another trivia match in another league, and it's kind of like the others.
Boom. Roasted.
And I don't know, Madeeh. Sure, he's a cool guy. I don't know, but I hope I beat you. And go you.
Go you is my favorite line. Mark, nice to meet you. Haven't met before. It's nice that you say I'm a cool guy. That opinion is going to change very quickly. But I haven't been studying for this. Which, why would you? It's Henry's League. Why would you study for anything? I've been busy. But I'm still scheduled for some reason, and somehow I'm doing trivia again, even though my career high is 3 points in the trivia leagues. But fuck it. I got a whiteboard, so let's do this.
The dedication to the craft is something that I really enjoy. So with that said...
It was $4 at Walmart.
Was that $4 Canadian, or what?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to spend $4 American. I don't even know what the difference between it is right now, so fuck it.
I don't either. So with that said, we're going to have a lot of fun here. It's Father's Day, a little behind the curtain. So let's see which one of these competitors sons the other. So your first question. That's how we roll. Well, welcome to anything I do. Your first question, in this or that. Which movie did Richard Linklater direct in 1990? Was it Slacker or Sneakers? One's singular, one's plural. Well, what's the answer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Madeeh with your $100 whiteboard.
Sneakers.
And Mark? Mark is not a slacker, but Madeeh might be. But yes, it is a slacker.
In terms of movie trivia, I definitely am.
Hey, you got a 50-50 shot.
Henry, you're a father of 7 illegitimate kids. How do you celebrate Father's Day?
Don't talk about my gym sock like that. What is the name of the town in... What is the name of the town in It? Is it Derry or Shermer? As I always say in round one, they're definitely, given it's 50-50, there's only so many ways you could be difficult, but trust me, it gets more fun later, and Madeeh is going to get angry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, what do you
got? Dairy.
And Madeeh?
Dairy.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I got beef with the dairy people. Which actor stars in the remake of Lolita? Is it Ian McKellen or Jeremy Irons? This got a little tougher one, and it's still 50-50. 5. And if you ever just want to write A or B, technically we can, but if you don't remember which one's A or B and you get it wrong, that's on you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Madeeh.
Jeremy Irons.
And Mark?
Yeah, it's Ian McKellen.
It is Jeremy Irons. We're tied. Lolita, an underrated Kubrick movie. It's creepy, but it's meant to be. It's based on something, so...
It's fun.
Story-wise, it's interesting. Which tech mogul does Steve Rogers have on his list during the On Your Left scene in The Winter Soldier? Is it Steve Jobs or Bill Gates? Fun fact, if you didn't pause it, you probably didn't see it, and that's why you write this in a 50-50 question.
Can you say that question again? Repeat the question?
Yeah. Which tech mogul does Steve have on his list during the On Your Left scene in Captain America the Winter Soldier? Steve Jobs or Bill Gates?
Oh, in that book. All right, I got you.
Yeah. I'll put it on the list. 5, 4.
I was thinking he's running during that scene. What list are you talking about?
Well, the scene's, it's the name of it. Mark,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
got?
So it's Steve Jobs.
And Madeeh?
Steve Jobs.
You both wrote the same answer, and you're still tied, and it is because you got +1. It is Steve Jobs. And next to it, he wrote Apple. Your fifth question. Michael Caine is what kind of doctor in Brian De Palma's Dressed to Kill? Is it a surgeon or a psychiatrist? There you go. Everyone's always like, man, the first 3 are like, I know that in my sleep, and then they get a little harder. You know, what I mean, we have some fun. I like to build up the scores a little bit. No one wants to see, a 0-0 match after round 1. 5-4.
Why not? That would be
3.
hilarious and fun.
Whenever you're in it, you never know. 3, 2.
And you, don't worry about it.
Only when I'm drunk. Madeeh
Psych.
and Mark.
Also a psychiatrist.
And you're both correct. Good job. I don't know if
This is my
guesses or
career
not.
high in trivia right now.
Well, you also are getting a 50-50 chance. So,
I know, but I just want to point out I've never done better.
your final question in round 1: which actor was nominated for the role in Sweeney Todd? Oscar nominated. Johnny Depp or Alan Rickman? They're both like finally one I knew without having to hear that 2 options.
I actually really love this movie.
4. The first fun fact: the first time I watched it, I wasn't expecting it to be a musical at all, let alone off the rip, just going straight in it. And I like musicals, but I just wasn't in the mood for it at the time. And I haven't tried again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark
Johnny Depp.
and Madeeh.
Johnny Depp.
Good. All right. So after round 1, both of the players only missed 1, and it is 5-5. We're going into round 2, where it's going to be locked in. So once again, whiteboard questions. If you need to go to multiple choice, say it. If not, lock in. Keep your hands up. You guys know the drill. Question 1. Other than acting, what activity does Lucas Lee do in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? Looking like potentially both players are going to lock in.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Both of you are locked in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mark's locked in and Madeeh's locked in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Madeeh for 2 points.
Skateboarding?
And Mark for 2 points.
Yes, he is a pro skateboarder.
Skateboarder is correct. So 2 points there. Your second question. Who was the only actor from the Best Picture winning Crash to be nominated for acting? Another fun fact. I kind of really liked Crash. 5,
Only multiple.
4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, you're locked in.
A lockin'.
And this is just for Madeeh. Is it A, Terrence Howard, B, Sandra Bullock, C, Michael Pena, or D, Matt Dillon? There's a chance where, regardless if Madeeh gets it right, if Mark gets it right, he's definitely going to get the lead. He's going with that 2-point swing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark for 2 points.
Matt Dillon.
And Madeeh for 1 point.
Terrence Howard?
It was Matt Dillon.
Seriously? Jesus Christ.
I think he was.
It was.
Too. Question
I can't
3.
believe he got nominated for anything.
Yeah.
I thought you threw that in as a joke answer. Holy shit.
I wanted to trick you, and it didn't work. Well, technically it did, but not the way you thought so. Question 3. In what 2000s movie will you see Jude Law and Clive Owen have a sexual online catfish conversation? all I can do is giggle for now. Either of you want to lock in?
Nah, hang on.
Madeeh's gonna do
No.
multiple. No. All right. Multiple choice for both of you. Is it A, Closer, B, Duplicity, C, Sleuth, or D, The Holiday? Sexual online catfish conversations. One of the funniest trivia lines and wordings, phrases I've ever written. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Madeeh for 1 point, potentially.
Duplicity?
And Mark for 1 point.
I said C.
It was actually Closer. Jude Law was catfishing Clive Owens, and he got him to, ironically, meet Julia Roberts. And it was, they started calling him Cupid, so remember that if I ever write that later. Question 4.
Damn, okay.
Dewey has a failed attempt at what during the first concert we see in School of Rock? Mark going straight to the board, so it makes me think that the right wording of this question works. Sometimes trying to think a little outside the box of questions can trip you up, but so far it seems like this didn't. Madeeh, are you locking in?
Yeah.
All right. And Mark, I assume you locked in?
Yep.
Okay. Madeeh for 2 points, potentially.
I can't remember the actual. It's like he's diving in the crowd to like be on top of it.
All right.
I can't
and
remember
Mark?
what it was called in real life.
Crowd surfing.
Crowd
That's
surf.
the one.
I'll stop
Crowd
diving
surf.
into the crowd because you explained it and you went first and on 2 point. But the technical term is stage dive. You know what I mean? So crowd surfing. Like there's a few terms for it. So any of
I
those
knew what it
so,
was. I
yeah.
just couldn't remember what it was like called.
Yeah. I don't. I don't think anyone will argue with that, unless Mark will, and then we can talk about it. Question 5. Who played the original character Billy Bob Thornton played in the remake of The Bad News Bears?
Who played the original character in the? Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Who played the original character Billy Bob Thornton played in the remake of The Bad News Bears?
I'll go multiple.
All right. Mark, you locked in?
I'll lock in, yeah.
All right. For Madeeh only, is it A, Walter Matthau, B, Michael Caine, C, George C. Scott, or D, Burt Reynolds?
All right.
All right. Mark for 2 points.
Walter Matthau.
And Madeeh for 1 point.
But Burt Reynolds.
It was, in fact, Walter Matthau. All right, so luckily for Madeeh, even though Mark is starting to get a lead, there's only a max of 6 points you can get in round 3. But right now, the most that Mark can go up is 6. So no matter what, we will be going into round 3. So going into the final question. What is the name of Kat Dennings' character in the Thor movies? First name. Five, 4, 3,
No.
Have multiple choice.
1. All right, for both gentlemen, multiple choice. Is it A, Marcy, B, Jan, C, Jane, or D, Darcy?
Damn it. All right.
I love when we do the multiple choice and somebody hears it and they try not to give it away as they hear it next to the letter right.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Madeeh to get into double digits.
It's Darcy.
And Mark?
I remembered it when you said Marcy. Yeah, it's Darcy. D.
It rhymes for a reason.
As soon as you said Marcy, I was like, fuck, that's the one it rhymes with.
All right, so after round 2, it is 10-14. So Mark started to get a little bit of lead after that one, but we're going into the IMDb round, where you can get a max of 6 points, and technically, anything can happen. So, Mark, you're in the lead. This is just you'll get the gist in a second. Do you want to pick Father's Day or Mother's Day?
I'll go with Father's Day.
All right. So we all know
Why not?
why Madeeh is a mama. Madeeh.
I'm into mamas. Yeah.
Ooh, but they won't let you in to them. Your first
No.
question for 1 point. The year is 1975. The genres are biography, crime, drama, and thriller. And the plot summary. 3 amateur bank robbers plan to hold up a bank until the heist goes wrong as police get involved and the robber's personal life becomes news. Obviously for fun, Mark, if you ever want to write down the answers for bragging rights or whatever, you're more than welcome. If not, you don't have to. And also, we'll take your word if you're like, I knew that. We'll be like, no, you did it. 5, 4, 3,
Is it?
2,
Uh,
1.
no, I don't got it. I was thinking Bugsy, but that's way later.
We were looking for Dog Day Afternoon. Dog Day Afternoon.
Son of a bitch. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Gotta love those reactions. All right, so we're at a point now where you have to hit both of these because you can only get 5
Okay.
points and you're down 4. So to start, 2016 comedy, drama, romance. Would you like the top build or the director?
Let's go top build.
All right. 2016 comedy, drama, romance. Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. Is it the L word?
Unfortunately, it's not the L word. We're looking for Patterson. So with that said, Mark is going to be moving on to round 2, which fortunately saves up Madeeh to go back to studying. But start with Mark real quick. Mark, unfortunately, you didn't get to answer any questions in round 3 to get a little bit of practice and a little bit of feels for it going into the next round. But you were able to witness what he said, what he was able to do, or hear. What are your thoughts on the concept of round 3? What are your thoughts on the difference in round 2 of how it's kind of an even playing field but still having the opportunity of multiple choice? And then round 1, in your personal opinion, do you think round 1's too easy, or is it one of those where it eases into it and it starts to build the confidence? What are your thoughts, generally speaking?
It's different, so that's always nice. It mixes it up a little bit. So, you know, I was prepared for one thing going in here, and you threw something different at me, so there was that. So no, it was fun. Madeeh stuck with it for a while, so that was nice.
Yeah.
And Madeeh, obviously we like to make some jokes and stuff about your history in the leagues, but generally speaking, you did pretty good. You had some ones that were they just not Madeeh questions, or were they ones where just the fact of studying had your brain too racked?
Probably a bit of both, honestly. But I mean, there's definitely some movies on there that I definitely need to watch. Like Richard Linklater stuff, I haven't seen too much of, and I probably should have known it was Slacker, not Sneakers. But that's whatever. I mean, I do this trivia stuff just for fun. Like I'm not that competitive with it. I mean, you know that. Most of the guys who are in the league know that. But hey, I got my career high today, so fuck it. I'm walking away. 10 years, I'm going to tell everybody that I won, like the championship. 20 years from now, I'm going to say that was the MVP.
They're not going to fact check. So
they're
Mark,
not going to fact check then.
So, Mark, I just looked at the bracket. You're going to be playing the winner of Antonio Chavez and Ian Windmill, who I'm not familiar with Ian Windmill, but, everyone likes and knows Antonio Chavez at this point. So that's definitely going to be an interesting one. So I definitely can't wait to see that. So, as always, if you made it this far in the video, obviously you probably liked the content. You might as well drop a like. And if for some reason you're not subscribed to the channel, you might as well subscribe to here on There Will Be Movies, but also subscribe to the There Will Be Movies live channel, where we will talk about our live podcast style shows like 3 and Out and the Against Your Game podcast when it comes back, or random drunk matches that are written and hosted by Madeeh against me and Jay Burns, because we were up at night drinking Heinekens and White Claws, and we decided to do an impromptu trivia match. So make sure you're subscribed so you can catch those either on the repeat or maybe even live. So with that said, thank you very much for making this far. Mark, very nice to meet you. And Madeeh, it's always a pleasure having you in my life. And I'll see you guys all in round 2. Henry Confidential, Mark and Madeeh, we're out.